Alright guys, welcome back to another video with me, Kevin Twist, and we're back with Scottish football this week. We've had League Cup action, European action, and we'll have some predictions as well in this video for the weekend's fixtures. So let's start with the Scottish League Cup from the weekend just gone. We've seen Rangers kick it off with a 5-0 win over Dunfermline, quite impressive to be fair. And this is after a week of, did I say disasters with the word, of a home and away defeat to Malmo and the breaking of their streak by Dundee United, so they managed to get themselves back into winning form, of course, with later in this video as well. Then we move on to the next set of fixtures where Livingston faced another Premiership side in St Mirren, beating them on penalties 4-3 on penalties after 1-1 after full time. But it was a very similar story when Ayr United hosted Dundee United, where Dundee United were 1-1 after full time, but they managed to win 4-3 on penalties, with the Premiership side progressing to the next round. And we have another two Premiership clubs facing in the next again game, where Dundee face, she's fine thanks. Well, maybe she's not fine, by the way, because Motherwell lost 1-0 away to Dundee, the new boys, in the cup. But I mean, it's a bit of a shock, I'd say, because I'd still probably put Motherwell a little bit above Dundee. But Motherwell have got a lot of changes, and they did look alright against Hibs. But yeah, let's move on to the biggest shock of this round of fixtures for the cup. Raith Rovers put out big boys, big club. Aberdeen are out the cup already. Aberdeen, to be fair, were rotating for this game, but did go out by 2-1 away at Raith Rovers. It's good to show that a wee team, well, they're not like wee, but not the biggest of clubs and the best of clubs, can beat the big boys. It's good just to show that in Scottish football. Plus, you love a wee upset every once in a while, don't you? And then we head over to Leith for Easter Road, where Hibs hosted recently relegated Kilmarnock and beat them 2-0. Bit of form can be built on this by Hibs, as they'll want to try and push for that second spot with Celtic in a rebuild. Rangers maybe not in the best of form, but that'll probably change after this week, I imagine. But then we also have Aberdeen on a little bit of a rebuild, but interest in that top 4 area. And we move on to the current holders of both cups. St Johnstone, they went away to Championship side Arbroath, and that went to penalties. It was 2-2 after full time, but St Johnstone managed to just keep on in this tournament, and hopefully for them, they will be wanting to try and retain this, as much as that's unlikely. They'll try, as they won 3-2 on the penalties. And to end the League Cup action, we had Celtic host Hearts. The biggest game of that round was Celtic were at home. They managed to beat Hearts 3-2 as the rebuild continues. 3-2, it sounds really good for Hearts, to be fair. To Celtic, it doesn't sound that great. Celtic played them off the park, but there was a little bit of shakiness with, Starfelt, got blindsided by boys, gave away a penalty and scored it. Unlucky, he sends Joe Hart the wrong way, and then they scored the last kick of the game, so, plus Celtic could have scored a lot more. Could have been 5-0 half time, I remember. It's just, but still, we're into the next round, so yeah. Plus Kyogo, what a player. We'll talk more about that when we come to the European bit, which is where we are now. But we're going to start with the Conference League. Let's start with Aberdeen away in Azerbaijan. What a terrible pitch, I've been told. And of course we had a big injury as Andy Considine got injured, getting his foot caught on the ground, it would appear, as what I've been told. And he's had a bit of an injury and has been taken off the pitch during the game. And I was told that Aberdeen struggled to make chances and Qarabag were probably the better team. But they're happy that they managed to keep it a low scoring game of 1-0, so they can take it at home and hopefully win the next game. And then we move on to St Johnstone. St Johnstone were 1-0 up, keeping the game quite calm. I did watch this game. They did keep it quite calm, and then No, it wasn't Kerr. McCart put a bad tackle in. It wasn't like vicious or anything, but it was just a bit of a stupid challenge. The boy was kind of just running off the pitch, it almost seemed. But he's put a leg out, boys ran into it, taking him down. Clark, I think, is that the name of the keeper? I think it is. Some of that, I mean, we'll be able to see here. Yeah, Clark. He dives the right way, but I think it's the number 9 that scores the penalty. Not sure, I remember watching it the night before, because this is recorded on the Friday, and hopefully it comes out on the Friday. If not, I'm sorry, because it might also be out on the Saturday. So yeah, have fun. So yeah, St Johnstone 1-1 isn't terrible away in Austria against LASK. You know, they still are the underdogs in that way, but it's almost weird that you can say in a way St Johnstone might be a bit disappointed at the two teams that they only got a 1-1, because if they don't go away that penalty and the way that Clark was making all these saves, I think 1-0 was very much on the cards, and they were close to 2-0 at some points, so, you know. But let's move on to the Europa League now. We'll start with Rangers. They were at home hosting Alcacer, who have been in Glasgow in Champions League action over the recent years, as they faced Celtic a few years ago. I remember that 3-0 game. Pretty sure Musa scored in that game. But yeah, now on to Rangers, that's what we're on about here. We had Lundstrom get sent off, double yellow within the first half, but I think some Rangers fans out there were quite happy with him being off the pitch. Apparently there was really good passing, I've been told. Played alright, just not taking chances. Apparently Morelos got a very composed finish, but this all happened when Scott Wright came on the pitch, is what I've been told. That apparently he changed the game with good pressing, as they seemed to, you know, get more into the game in the second half, and apparently Hadji gave it all night. And young Stephen Kelly came on, I've been told by my Rangers friend, and Bakuna was shown off to the fans. We'll be interested to see how he does, but yeah, now let's talk about my team, Celtic, as we managed to beat the big boys from Holland. AZ Alkmaar came to Glasgow, and you know, they left empty-handed, as Celtic won 2-0, as Kyogo opened the scoring with Tam Rajic. You know, it's a big Tom. He took it and he just whizzed it. He was curling towards that back post. It was just lovely play getting down that side, and under Ange he has played so well recently in the last few weeks. Back to like his Brendan Rodgers self almost. But he played absolutely brilliantly during the game, and that just assists for that first goal. Brilliant. And in the second goal, it was a deflection that came from James Forrest's shot, aimed it towards the right hand bottom corner, and it meant that Celtic were 2 goals in front. Joe Hart made some big saves early doors though, before Celtic grew more into the game. So yeah, it was a very good performance all round really for the Scottish sides in Europe. You'd like to hope that all 4 go through next week. Now let's move on to my predictions. Let's start with Livingston Motherwell. I see this being a 1-1 draw, to be honest. I feel like Motherwell won't lose 2 games in a row. I feel like Livingston will draw this game as well. 1-1 is my prediction. And if Celtic St Mirren, a game that I will be going to as a season ticket holder, I'm going to go 3-1 Celtic. You know, I can see us trying to we'll give a goal away via something stupid, I'd imagine. But we'll score 3 goals, and I say Kyogo and Abada to score, and then maybe one of them will grab 2, I don't know. That's just my thought at the moment. Then Dundee host Hibs. I see Hibs winning 1-0. 1-0 game. St Johnstone versus Dundee United, which is the gameplay on whilst I speak. We'll commentate over. And I see 2-1 St Johnstone is my prediction. I was thinking 2-2, but I was like, St Johnstone to get a 2-1 win to help them into the next European fixture, in my opinion. I know the biggest game of the weekend, Hearts versus Aberdeen, and I see this as a 1-1 draw. I don't know how some of you might think this. Some people say Hearts, some people say Aberdeen, but I see it as a draw. And then let's move on to the last fixture, Ross County host Rangers, and I see Rangers winning this 2-0. 2-0 Rangers. And that is what I think of this week's results, predictions, the results that have happened, the European fixtures, and let's hope that all the Scottish sides do well. And thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.